is the House Arrest Podcast, otherwise known as EC Radio. How are you, people? I think it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It's a hump day hoedown. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. Before we get into anything, much love to my friends over at EJA Moving Services, the professional movers. When you're ready to move and relocate, hit up Eddie and his crew, ejamoving.com. They're safe. They're professional. They're very nice boys. They're easy to deal with. And they wear gloves, they wear masks, and you can pretty much tell them whatever. You tell them to pack up that box, put it over here, put it over there. They'll even unpack your stuff for you and put wherever it needs to go. You just tell Eddie what to do, and he's on it like that. It's very coachable, if you will. ejamoving.com. Also, big announcement today, July 18th, we're going to be having an event. Finally, an event going on at the day. I'm excited. I'm super excited. It's called the Wake Up Shake Up. It's sponsored by my good friend, Dr. Sheridan Mish. We're giving away free coffee from 11 to 1 on July 18th at Utica Coffee Roasters. It's 92 Genesee Street. Come hang out. DJ East One's going to be on top of the roof spinning it up. We're going to have a dance party. We got long games. We're going to be social distancing too. So we got social distancing long games. Come on down and see what social distancing long games are. Come hang out with us from 11 to 1, July 18th at Utica Coffee. Free coffee on the D. How could you go wrong there? Also, much love to Cherone Brewery and my good friend, attorney Dave Longaretta. If you need legal advice, give him a call today at 315-735-6162. So during quarantine, a guy that I've been keeping in touch with an awful lot lately, and we've been kind of like keeping each other in check, making sure we're there mentally. And the conclusion I've come that I think we're both mentally shot. And that is my friend, comedian Carlo Russo from the Uncle Louie Variety Show. And Carlo's joining us today from his house. It's good to see you, brother. How are you, man?
What's up, Z? It's great to see you. Thank you again for having me on. And you are correct. We are both insane. And I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yes. Wouldn't want it any other way. That's right. For sure, man.
So we're going to get into a lot of stuff.
We got some stuff to talk about. That's for damn sure. I do got to let people know that coming up probably in a couple of weeks, we're going to be moving into this Disruption Network studio, going back to the D, and we're going to be coming back with the Straight Out of the Basement podcast really soon. So I can't wait for that. I'm excited just to get in the same room with you and create some magic and, of course, create some laughs. That's what you're good at, my friend.
We're gonna have some fun. I can't wait. It's been too long. You are the last place that we went to before the whole shutdown. We were actually experiencing it all in the studio. Do you remember they were shutting down Canada? They were shutting down. We were actually doing I think we were working on some stuff, some videotaping, some ideas. And literally as we were sitting there, Tony, our manager, was calling us going, hey, we might not be able to go to Canada this weekend. Hey, this might be canceled. That might be canceled. And it felt like the whole world was like imploding, right? And then if you remember, Lou goes, hey, let's go to the casino. And I called the casino. They're all like, oh, yeah, everything's great. And within an hour later, everything shut down. So the D was the last place we were all together. And that's been, 4 months now, maybe? 3 months?
Yeah, that was March 15th?
March
14th?
It was March 15th, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, the Ides of March.
Yeah, that's right. So it's going to be interesting if this is one of the first places back. So that would be a nice little. Well, if we come back to the studio in a week or two, it'll be like a full circle. It'll be. We ended there. We started there.
That's it, man. That would be great, man.
Yeah. So
how's things with you? Have you? I know we talk an awful lot, but let people know how quarantine and lockdown and. What have you been doing throughout all this bullshit we've been going through?
It's been good. I mean, lately, you go crazy. So I joined a full contact football league. So trying to be safe. I don't want anybody to be crazy out there. We have skins and pants, and that's it. So we either take our pants off or take our top off. So we're very safe on the quarantine. No, it's been nuts. It's been crazy. We talk all the time. You run out of stuff to do. You run out of stuff to do. When your world is however big your apartment or house or whatever you're living in is, you run out of stuff to do really quickly. Now the school is over. I don't have to be a teacher. I have 2 boys. So not that I taught them anything at all. They're actually teaching me stuff. It's been good. I'm getting kind of, everybody's getting antsy, man. The weather's beautiful. That's why I got my beach wear on right now, bro. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to go to the beach. I don't think I'm going, but in my mind, I'm going. What are you doing 4th of July?
There
You gonna do anything?
Actually, I'm having a little pop-up party.
Really?
I'll make an announcement right now. We'll do it right here live on this podcast.
All right.
I'm having a little pop-up party. I'll even give out the address real quick. No, I won't. But if you want to come to my pop-up party, DM me and I'll invite whoever. There's a little private event going on, but we're having a little party here in Utica with social distancing, of course, and I'm trying out my new social distancing games too. So it's all going to be going down at a friend of mine's house, one of our sponsors here at the D. Shout out to the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley. We're partying at Addie's house. So if you know where Addie lives, pop on down to her house on the 4th of July.
Me and Addie are close.
Yeah.
Listen. So you guys have social distancing games? Isn't that just drinking?
Yeah, from 6 feet apart, of course.
Right.
No,
right.
Actually, I went out and bought one of these. Did you ever see? They're called the Wicked Big Beer Pong. It's like beer pong,
yes.
but it's like the laundry baskets, and you throw balls in it, and they're like 12 feet apart. I bought a couple of those, and soon we're gonna have Disruption Network cornhole boards. So,
that'll be fun.
Yeah, some D. Throw the bag in the D. I don't know.
I'm telling you, man, this year is so crazy, man. We got birthdays and holidays that haven't been, done, and it's just a weird thing, man. It's a 2020. What the hell? It's
right.
One thing after another, and it's not stopping. What are you thinking of this whole thing? I mean, obviously, we have to wear our masks. We have to. There's a lot of places. Most of the places you can't walk in without a mask.
What about outside? I know you walk a lot. Are you walking with a mask on?
No,
me neither.
Honestly, when we're walking, I'm not walking near anyone except my wife, and she already doesn't want to stand next to me, so she's 6 feet away. So when people walk down the street, either we move or they move. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're on top of each other. People don't. It's not like we're in big herds. So I've not once worn a mask walking outside. But again, there's no one with us. We're walking alone. I wear it to the stores, obviously. I don't wear it in the car. Do you wear it in the car? I see people driving with it in the car.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand if you're like an Uber driver or cab driver. Yeah.
That's a job. Right. I'm talking about a normal
different thing. But somebody in their car by themselves wearing a mask, I think is asinine.
And you've seen it, right?
Oh, every day.
Yeah. The only time I've done that is if I know I'm going to go to one store and then go to another, so I don't put it away. I'll just kind of either keep it on or push it down.
Yeah.
So I don't, you know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, that's not a big deal. I mean, we can live with that mask. It's not a big deal. My thing is more like when are we going to start being divided about who's right and who's wrong. That's worse to me than fucking wearing a mask. Oh, can I swear? I'm sorry. Then
I encourage it.
Okay. I forgot where I am. But to me, it's like, let's all, I don't know. It drives me crazy. All the shit that you have to hear. Just put the freaking mask on, go in the store, come back out and go home and fucking run around naked if you want. I don't care what you do. But for 5 minutes of walking into Wegmans or walking into Walmart, I honestly when I walk into Walmart, I want to put a whole suit on. one of those beehive things people put over their head, and I'd rather wear that if I'm walking.
The beekeeper.
So yeah, just give me anything to protect me from anywhere or anything in Walmart. I'm happy with. So to me, it's like people make more fuss about the 5 minutes that they're going to wear their masks than just wearing them. And, then do your own thing. When you're done, take it off and run around your house or go, walk the streets. And I don't know, whatever. It's just so ridiculous. We make fights about nothing. Oh, It doesn't work, or it does work. I don't care. At this point, this is what they tell us. You put it on. Now they said do it at home, I would have a problem.
I agree.
Every time you're in your backyard, you should wear a mask. I would have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're telling me if I have to go into somebody's business and that's what they want, we do it.
Yeah, put the mask on. It's that easy.
Put the mask on.
Yeah,
some faces are better with masks, bro. I mean, think about it. You might have some people that have beautiful eyes, but their face is all banged ass out, and you can never look at their eyes. But now with the mask, everybody's like, "Oh my God, you have gorgeous eyes," and they've never even seen them before because your buck ass teeth are in the way, or your whatever.
You got the mole on your chin and shit.
Right, you got the mole with the 6 hairs sticking out. No one can look at anywhere else. But now with the mask, it covers all the ugliness, and the beauty comes out. Look at it that way.
Yep.
Look at it that way. It's like a girdle. It hides all the fat. You look beautiful. Come on. So that's what it is. The mask, the girdle of the face.
That's it. Exactly. Just wear the freaking mask, people. But if you're outside, I can't see. As long as you're away from people, or what's the sense of wearing it? But stay away. But if you're in a public facility, of course, wear the mask. Why can't we all just do it?
And some people don't want to wear the mask because it says it doesn't. It screws up how they look, or the look of it, or they hate how it looks on their face. You know what they should do? Don't they have masks that have the clear, so you can actually still see your mouth and you can still see somebody's face? Because I used to work in banking, and the worst thing that I would think of is somebody walking in with a mask that you can't see their face. So I don't know why they don't make it see-through masks, so you can actually see who's behind there.
Yeah. Who knows? Hey, you might be onto something. Maybe you guys should get like Uncle Louie variety show masks.
Well, we have that.
You do? You've got a line of masks out right now?
Yeah, you can go right to the Uncle Louie. Thank you. What a nice segue. You go right to the UncleLouieVarietyShow.com. Under merchandise, we have the SO Army, we have the Fat Coffee, we have the logo, the Uncle Louie Variety Show logo, and we have You Think You Know face masks.
You don't know shit.
You don't know shit. So what you were saying before, being home got us to do a lot of stuff that we weren't doing before. Mm-hmm. For instance, like I started back up the podcast with my brother.
Yep, the Wooden Spoon podcast.
The Wooden Spoon podcast. If anybody's watching, it's a little bit different.
What made you name it that? Why did you name it the Wooden? Because your mom used to beat you with a wooden spoon.
My mom used to beat the hell out of my brothers and I with a wooden spoon. And it just makes sense. It's just the Wooden Spoon podcast. We kind of, because I did it with family, so I wanted something that was more like, reminiscent of, growing up and stuff like that. And everybody can relate to the Wooden Spoon, but it's a little different. It's a little different than the Uncle Louie Variety Show, what I do full time as my job. This is more for fun. This is honestly, it started when everything was in quarantine. So me and Louie couldn't get together and do our normal stuff. And so I just started up the podcast again. And then once things started opening up, my brother was able to come over here. And then, I kind of involved him. But we talk about anything. It's not even Italian. I mean, obviously we throw stuff in that's Italian because that's what we are. But we talk about anything. And I know we're going to go through some stuff that we started on our podcast that you kind of loved and you kind of ran with it. But yeah,
you inspired me.
Yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube. It's called the Wooden Spoon Podcast. We have I think we're at episode 16 on YouTube, and I think we have about maybe 26 or something on SoundCloud. So I know you listen to it on SoundCloud more than you do on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, because I'd rather listen to you than look at you.
That's true. We do the whole thing with a mask on, so you're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're fine. You can only see my eyes. So we do that, and that's fun.
Look at my eyes.
But of course, that's just something that we do for funds. And again, Louis and I can't go back on the road. We're not working. We started up doing, we've been doing material. We've been doing videos. In the last 2 days, we've had 2 videos that I think they're over like 300,000 combined views. So we've been doing that. Oh yeah. I mean, that's all we can do right now. We can't go to shows. We can't do anything. So we're looking into Patreon, and you've been talking about that for a while with me, and I've been, we've been thinking of other ways, maybe booking some private shows. A lot of people are doing smaller venues, smaller, weddings and stuff like that. So we've had a lot of people come to us and say, hey, how about this? How about that? So we're looking into that because we have no idea if next time on stage is going to be 2021. We have no clue. And the longer it gets into the summer, it sounds like that's more reality than not.
Yeah. Are you guys holding on to any dates that you have coming up?
We're holding on to every date after, I think October starts Pittsburgh. So we're holding on to that. That's actually a rescheduled date. So we had that prior. I believe Pittsburgh was going to be in May, obviously with the shutdown. We rescheduled it for October 9th and 10th. Again, that could be moved again. That could be a second reschedule. But right now, everything after October has been, is still up. And some of them have been added. All the other shows that we missed, March, April, May, June, July, we're trying to feed into that. But unfortunately, other acts, other people, they need to work as well. So now the venues are they're all over the place. You can't get a room. Yeah. You can't get a hall. People are worried about insurance now. Some places are not being insured. And then the problem is you have to remember, man, a lot of times, like you work with a lot of bands, they work for door, like you say, or they work for a contract, or we have guarantees. Now that money has to come from somewhere, either ticket sales.
Right.
If you're going to give somebody a guarantee, you got to know that, okay, we have 300 seats to sell, average of $20. There's your money. Or if you give somebody an option to work the door, okay, you're going to work the door. You can fill that place up, 300, 400, 500 people, and you got a portion of the door. Oh my God, you're going to kill. Now, if you're only allowing 30 people in a venue, and you get a portion of the door, or even the whole door, how much you gonna? I mean, you can't charge people $700 a ticket. You got to be reasonable. So it's tough. It's not only are they open, how are they open? What are the venues allowing to be open? And then the ones that are they going to be worried about insurance if something happens? So this is so up in the air, man. Again, it can go on until the new year. But
yeah, so much uncertainty, man. And we all want to get back to work. And it sucks, too, because in our line of work, you being a comedian and me working in the music industry, we were first to get cut. And then we're going to be last to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And they're having so many problems with gatherings now. I know some states are eliminating, they took away the beer license in bars, like in Florida, because the gathering, people are just hanging out and drinking together.
Nobody cares.
Right. And I don't even know and it's tough because you can say no one cares, but at the same time, we're all human. We can't be caged in,
Right. But did Florida shut down at all though? Did they ever shut down?
Oh yeah, they shut down. They just opened real quick. They opened real quick. So and yes, the problem was a lot of people, I believe, traveled to Florida too when they found out that the stuff was open. So you have a lot of people that were visiting Florida because, hey, guess what? We can go to bars in Florida. Let's take a trip down there. Tickets are dirt cheap. I can get a ticket to Florida for $90. So people were actually going into Florida, places like like us, California, New York. We were shut down, so a lot of people were driving down there, flying down there, and all these open places, Texas. And now you see all these open places, they're all spiking.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the hell? I don't know. There's no win. There's no win. You know, it's like, I don't know, man. But like you said, you know, people weren't paying attention. But when you're shoving people and telling them what to do all the time for months and months and months, and then you change the game on us.
Yeah.
You say, hey, we're going to do this for a month. We're going to do this for 2 months. We're going to change. Then all of a sudden the day comes, oh, wait a minute. We're going to change it again. People get frustrated. And when you're frustrated, you do stupid things that you don't think, you know, clearly. And you're just like, screw it. I'm going to go get a beer. I'm going to go hang out. I'm going to go see my friends. And that's what you saw. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie to anybody. Social distancing, yeah, I do it. But it's very, you know, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. When you see somebody and you greet somebody, how are you greeting them now? Because you're an emotional guy. Well, how can I say, an affectionate guy, I should say. Yeah. Right? When we see each other, we greet each other with a hug or something, or a handshake, or Italian. We grope one another. How are you greeting people now? I'm sure you're probably not giving out as many hugs as you were.
Right. I used to hug and tongue everyone, but now I'm doing ass to ass greetings. So I just rub my ass on their ass, like a dog, or you know, like instead of sniffing. I don't know. You know what I do? Honestly, I do one of these.
You're an elbow guy.
Like, hey, what's up? Or I just wave now. I think honestly, I'm gonna go to the Asian bowing. You know, I'm just gonna, you know. I think we should, you know, why not? Let's bring that out. You know, we got the mask going. We all look like Asian now. We got the mask going. Why not we'll just do the bow. What do you think of that? It's very polite.
Yeah.
Nobody's touching each other. You know, just
hey, a quick nod.
Hey, what's up? Hey, good. You know, you walk in the room. Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, what's up? You know,
nice to know you.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really been around a lot of people that I have to greet or hug. I haven't hugged my mom, which is really hard. Throughout the whole process, she had heart surgery. I couldn't go in the hospital. I couldn't see her. When she got home, I couldn't. Because at that time, we were coming off the road. We were doing Connecticut, if you remember. Then we came to see you. Right after that, a couple of weeks after that, she had a heart surgery. So my family and I were thinking, I've been around so many people with meet and greets and shows. I said, I can't even chance it. Now you have to understand, March and April, we had no clue. We thought everybody was going to die, right? So I didn't chance it. So I haven't I've seen her through the garage door. So she went through heart surgery. She couldn't have any members of the family in her room. Now, my parents don't speak English. So every time they had to talk, they had to literally call us on the phone and say, hey, I'm going to ask your mother this. Can you translate? So because we couldn't go in the room. So the first time I hugged her was this weekend. Since God knows when. March something.
Wow.
So that's crazy. You know, and I said, screw it. I hugged my mom. I said, it was my dad's birthday and we were all there and I walked in and I think my mind was, I wasn't even thinking. I hugged her and she hugged back. And then afterwards, I'm like, oh, wow, that was the first time I hugged her, you know? But yeah, it's crazy.
Happy birthday to your dad. It had to been pretty emotional hugging your mom for
the
first time in 4 or 5 months.
It was weird because I didn't realize it until we were done hugging. So in the moment, I was like, hey, I wasn't like, oh my God, it's 5 months. It was just an instant, because again, we haven't been in the same room.
Yep.
I've been in the garage, she'll be in the kitchen, or through the front door. I'll be in front of the house, and she would be in the garage. You know, we would be, many feet apart. So walking into the garage where we had the birthday party, I just kind of walked up to her, gave her a hug. My kids gave her a hug, and I'm thinking, right afterwards, when we backed up, I thought, oh my God, I just hugged her. I didn't even think about it. So the moment I was doing it, it wasn't emotional because it was just like a quick thing, not even thinking about it. It got emotional after, like I thought about, wow, that's been like 4 months, 5 months that I actually physically touched my mom, So
wow.
yeah, it's weird.
How's she doing now though? How's she?
She's great.
She
She's
coming
touching
around.
everybody now.
Yeah.
She's going along just grabbing everybody. She's lost her mind. She's doing good, man. She's got her issues. She's gonna be 85 years old.
Wow.
This month. So she's got obviously her issues, but I'll tell you, when she has a great day, she looks great. So, but yeah, that's strange. You don't think of these things, and people not, like you said, we're very affectionate people.
Right.
We're very, emotional people. So when somebody tells you can't hug your family, wow, that's like saying we can't use our hands to talk. Right?
For real.
Impossible.
What about your mindset for meet and greets coming up when you finally get back on the road? I mean, you got to have it in the back of your mind. Should I hug this person? Should I not hug this person?
Honestly, if this is such a big deal that we shut down the world,
yeah,
we should probably never touch each other again. I mean, until I guess there's a cure or whatever people will feel comfortable with. Meet and greets. A lot of people like that because they get to meet you and you're one-on-one and all that. But if this virus stopped us from working, killed the economy, has torn people apart, the least of our problem is, I can't shake his hand. Meet and greet should not even, they shouldn't even exist anymore, honestly. Because if this is as bad as it is, as everybody's telling us it is, hugging someone is going to take many years of not feeling like you're going to die. So I don't know. Meet and greet should be, you know what? We're there for 2 hours. We're on stage. We're going to allow people to take pictures of us afterwards. Maybe we change that. Or maybe we just tell people, hey, until we feel safe, if you want to come up, take a pictures, we can kind of stand, side by side. Nobody's touching, nobody's hugging.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass, like I do. Yeah. I think we need to tell people what to expect, and it has to come from us. Because if you leave it to fans, they'll be like, you know what, I'm good. I want to hug you. I want to, you can't leave it to them, because I know if somebody said I can meet my favorite actor, my favorite musician, I'm gonna be like, I don't care, man. I'm gonna shake his hand or her hand. I'm not gonna think, but it has to come from the artist. We have to say, hey, these are the boundaries. This is what we're doing to keep you safe and keep us safe, so we can continue doing shows on the road. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think?
Well, before COVID, there was a whole list of entertainers that have had those stipulations on their meet and greets, as far as like, don't touch me, don't hug me, don't shake my hand, just take a picture and get the hell out.
Which makes sense. You don't know everybody.
Right.
You don't know anybody.
You don't know anybody.
Right. You're on the road. You don't know. I mean, and you hope and wish that everybody is as clean and germ free as you are, or as you think you are. But you don't know. You don't know what people are walking in with. So I'm gonna have to say, as much as it sucks, it's going to be very distant in the near future. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that's going to evolve to in 2, 3, 4 years from now. Maybe it goes back to everybody hugging and giving us cookies. And you have to remember, people used to bring food from their kitchens. So now is that going to change too? Is that going to be like, I don't know, with the whole virus and how people cooking, and are you clean? Are you this? Are you that? We used to, people used to do that all the time. So things change, and you have to evolve with it. But I think meet and greets will be different. They have to be different. Because we'd all be hypocrites if we're saying, this is so bad that we should lock each other up in our house. And then 4 months later, let's hug. Hug a stranger. I don't see that happening for a while.
Yeah, right on, brother.
What's up?
Let's jump off the subject now. I'm so sick of talking about COVID these days. And like, you got this Wooden Spoon podcast,
yes,
and you inspired me back a while ago. And I was doing a lot of these quarantine segments with a lot of my musician buddies. Tim Palmieri being one of them. Shout out to Tim. I'm wearing his shirt today. Just got it the other day. And Tim and I actually had this conversation because of you about the Italian actors. And you guys had this whole conversation.
So I can
what you did. You guys did like a tournament or something, correct?
So obviously March came and went without the March Madness tournament, and people were upset. It was one of the first big sporting events that got canceled because it happened in March.
Yeah.
So my brother and I that do the podcast, we thought, you know what, let's go tournament wise, because now no one's in this tournament. And people love to fill out the tournament. You probably do it every year. Yeah. So we said, let's do a tournament with Italian male actors. We were going to do male actors, then we were going to do female actors, just like in basketball, male basketball, female basketball. So we did 32 names. We seeded them number 1 to number 16, and then we put them in. We put in the 4 divisions, the north, east, west, south, all that, just like basketball. We made an overall 1, just like in basketball. Let's say one year Duke would be the overall 1, or North Carolina. So we had an overall 1, and then we had the number 1s in every district, right? Every division. So I'll give you the final 4 if I can remember. I think the final 4 was Al Pacino. I believe Al Pacino, Leonardo DiCaprio, Joe Pesci, and I want to see Robert De Niro. I think it went chalk. The only thing that didn't go chalk was Joe Pesci, maybe something like that. So it was pretty much chalk, just like the tournaments. You got all the big swingers up there, and I believe, and you can check out the podcast. We went through the whole thing. I believe the winner. You know who the winner was? Do you remember?
Was it Pacino?
No.
Oh, was it?
Pacino. The championship game was Pacino and the Leonardo DiCaprio. He was a stunner. Leonardo beat Al Pacino.
He was the butler of the brackets, huh?
Yep. Yes. So we did that, and inspired you, and you can continue with that.
Well, you did inspire me, and it led to a lot of great conversations that I had with a lot of these quarantine sessions that I did. Right. But it led me to this list that I have in my hand, my friend. And what I have in my hand, and this is something I want to do with you guys, and not only do I want to do Italian, because we're Italian, both of us.
Right.
And not only do Italian athletes, right, because we could go through a whole list of it. What I have in my hand is Italian musicians.
Ooh.
So I got a full page here of musicians.
I like where you're going.
That are rooted in the Italian world, and this is it in order, though.
This is not Italian American. This is Italian American, right?
Italian American. It's not really. It's not from the old country.
Right. We're not talking about a guitar player in Italy right now, and right.
It's not. Vasco Rossi's not on here.
Sorry, Tony.
Sorry, Tony. Though he should be on here because that guy freaking shreds.
No, yeah. Great bands. Great. He doesn't shred, but his band does, yes.
No, so it's a lot of singers, a lot of guitar players, and a lot of drummers. So many drummers, too.
So are we putting them in order now, or what are we doing?
Well, here's the thing: this is not in order. This is far from in order.
So
there's no order whatsoever in this thing.
So do you want to pretend? Do you want to try to? How many do you have?
Too many. What I really would like to do is get get the 4 seeds first, the 4 top seeds, and then maybe grow it from there. But this
so we're gonna do the 4 number 1 seeds.
This is a long list, dude. So and it's kind of like, and the other thing I was thinking is maybe we should have broke it down into instruments, like Italian guitar players and drummers, and then singers. Of course.
Do you have enough people there? If we can break it down to Italian singers, or do you have more guitarists or drummers? What do you have?
It's a lot of everything, man. It really is.
So let's just do singers then.
You want to do singers? We can go right through all the singers right now.
Right, and
okay.
then yeah.
Okay, so right off the top of the list is Frank Sinatra.
Oh God. Well, yeah. Okay.
He'd have to be a number one seed, right?
You would absolutely have to put Frank Sinatra. If there's four number ones, he has to have one.
Okay, I think another one who has to be number one too is John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, because he's a legend. Yeah, he's. I mean, if he's not on one, he's a strong two.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, then it goes Dean Martin.
Oh my God! Again, if not a one, he's a strong
two. Frankie Valli.
Strong two.
Tony Bennett.
Yeah, that's again a number one. There's only 4 ones, so yeah.
Perry Como.
Oh, God. That's a 2. 2, 3.
Louis Prima.
Oh, God. That's a 2. Strong 2.
What do you consider Frank Zappa? Guitar player? I mean, he's an entertainer.
Frank Zappa, he sings.
He's a composer.
Composer. I mean, he used to sing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a singer.
He's a singer guitar player, though.
And
he's definitely a singer.
I think, I would consider him a singer.
Guy is near and dear to my heart, but he's also, I would put him in the guitar category, and that's Trey Anastasio from Phish. He's also a singer as well, but I'll throw him in a guitar player. Jim Croce. Jim Croce's another one.
Jim Croce is Italian?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, and then Lou Monte, right?
Oh, God. Yeah. Monte's a 2-3.
He is a 2-3, right?
Yep.
Sonny Bono.
Oh, God. I think Sonny Bono was more popular because of his variety shows and Married Cher, other than his singing. So I'm going to say he's probably, Sonny Bono's a 2-3, maybe even a 4.
There's a lot of 2-3s going on today.
I said maybe a 4. Maybe a 4. We got to keep down to the 4s.
How about Frankie Avalon?
Avalon. He's a 3-4.
3-4? And my buddy Joey Belladonna from Anthrax.
Oh yeah, he's down there because I don't know if he has.
Yeah, he's 5'6", maybe.
He might be 6'7", 6'7".
Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
That's a great one.
He's
5,
Italian.
4, 5.
I
think it's a 4. It's a rock. I mean, he's Italian. Aerosmith. That's a strong 4.
Sam Butera.
What's Sam?
He was just like a lounge singer. He was just kind of.
He's an 11.
Yeah, he's the. What do they call the last pick? So they
16?
have. He's the 16, but there's a name for it though.
He's Mr. God.
What's it called? Football. Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant or something.
Mr. Irrelevant, yeah.
Something like that. Okay, Gary Cherone, who played in Van Halen for a minute, but he also was an Extreme.
Gary Cherone has to be 13, 14. I mean, he had a short gig with Van Halen. He has a great voice, but really he has one hit. I think he's in the tournament. He's 13, 14.
Mr. Irrelevant too. Mario Lanza.
Oh, that's a 5. 4.
That's 5. A 5. Okay. Yep. Rivers Cuomo from Phoenix, or from Rivers Cuomo from Weezer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's Italian.
I love them.
You like Weezer?
Yeah. I think he's. What do you think? Where'd you put him? 6?
15. I didn't even know it was Italian. Somebody else I did not know who was Italian is Danzig. Glenn Danzig.
I did know that.
You did?
Yeah. He might be with Danzig and Gary Cherone might be head to head right there. that might be the 14th seed battling.
I want to see them two slug it out in Celebrity Deathmatch.
That's right. What you got?
Bobby Darin.
I don't know, 5, 6. So
another one near and dear to my heart, Ronnie James Dio.
Oh, that's a 2. That's a 2. That's a. Now we have to eliminate. I know. I said 13 twos. I know that, and that's. So I think the best thing is right now. Who do you think? Okay, let's stop playing games. Who would be our number one? Who's our number ones? Let's go that route.
Definitely Sinatra.
Definitely Sinatra. So we got 3 more. John Bon Jovi?
John Bon Jovi has to be there. I put John Bon Jovi as the number 1 seed. And if anybody out there on Facebook land wants to put their number ones out there, that would be great too. John Bon Jovi, Frank Sinatra. Do you put Dean Martin in there? Or is he number 2?
God. Well, if we put Dean Martin, okay, let's slide in Dean Martin. He can be replaced. So Dean Martin, Bon Jovi, which sounds so ridiculous, Bon Jovi, and Frank Sinatra. Who we got? We got one more.
You got one more?
And people can be moved. People can be moved.
Frankie Valli?
He wouldn't move anybody.
Yeah.
He could be potential 1, but he wouldn't move anybody.
Steven Tyler? He got a lot of hits.
I know, man. That's.
Wait, what's the criteria too? We should base a criteria.
Okay, so is the criteria that they embrace their culture, or because
their
I don't know if Steven, I wouldn't know if Steven Tyler was Italian, Irish, or German.
Yeah. Steven Tyler looks like every one of my aunts. He does.
So I don't know. I don't know what you want to. How do you separate? Obviously you think of Italian, you think of Dean Martin, you think of Italian, think Sinatra, even Bon Jovi. I mean, the whole name, and he's from Jersey, and he's always said he's Italian, and he talks about his father and his. So I don't know what. Ronnie James Dio. Why is he number 1?
Man, I would, me personally, if this is me, Dio goes in that number 1 slot just because I'm a metalhead at heart, and it's Ronnie James Dio, and plus the local roots too.
Right. I think if we're gonna put Bon Jovi in there, we got to put Ronnie James Dio.
Like they're in comparison of one another.
Well, no, I mean they're like, I mean, Bon Jovi has bigger hits, and he's crossed over obviously to the mainstream, where Dio still was metal, but being in Black Sabbath and Rainbow and Dio and being whole from here and just everything he's done, he has to be a number 1. We have to have a rock. We have to have a metalhead represented.
Thank you.
We have to. All right, so we got. So are we sticking with that?
Yeah. Well, there's one more. We're missing one more, right?
No, we got 4, bro.
We do got 4. All right. Yeah. So that would be the number 4. That would be it. 2 more that I did forget to mention. Sully from Godsmack's Italian. He's Italian.
He's in the tournament. He's in the tournment.
He's like a 12 seed.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything up top, but
okay. Bobby Rydell.
Okay. He's down there.
And then my friend who used to sing in Boston, Fran Cosmo, right here from Utica. I put him as a 16 seed just because it's the Utica roots and whatnot. So those were the 2 that I didn't mention beforehand. But yeah, so you got those at the number 4s, and then breaking it out to there. And then Carlo, the other thing is too, which would blow you away, is guitar players and drummers. It's just this list is stacked with drummers, and not only drummers, but phenom drummers. Guys like Dave Lombardo from Slayer, Mike Portnoy, who's like one of the best drummers going out there right now. Who else is out there? Vinny Appice, Carmine Appice. Who else is out there?
Well,
drummers.
You got,
Charlie Benente from Anthrax. Peter Criss is another drummer.
Oh, he's Italian. Oh God, I'm blanking out here.
Mickey Dolenz.
What's it? Satriani. You got Satriani. You got
guitar players. That's a whole nother. You got Dweezil Zappa. So many guitar players. Let me see. Where are my guitar players? Joe Satriani, Frank Zappa, Trey Anastasio, John Frusciante from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Joe Bonamassa. How do we forget Joe Bonamassa?
I did not. That's what I was thinking. I was like, Joe. I couldn't think of it. How about the guitar player, the husband for Pat Benatar? Great guitar player. Oh God, look him up. Look him up.
Pat Benatar's husband.
No, dude, you'll know his name if I said it. A brilliant guitar player.
Joe Perry from Aerosmith.
Really?
Yeah,
So
Joe Perry from Aerosmith.
Aerosmith is a bunch of Italians with a bunch of Medigan names. Is that what you're telling me?
they drop vowels so they can actually get signed.
Jesus. Well, Y is a vowel. So.
And then going back to drummers, too, you got guys like Liberty DeVito from Billy Joel's band.
Yep.
Amazing drummer. Utica's loaded with drummers, too, that are Italian. But my good friend Vinny Amico from Mo, of course, I can never forget about him. I love Vinny.
So we have a lot of Italians have made their mark on music. And so we got our number ones. We can continue maybe on the Straight Out of the Basement. Maybe we can set up going maybe number 2 to 5. We'll get Louis involved.
Yep.
I know you said you wanted to bring Louis on as well to do one of these things. Maybe you guys can do number 2 and 3 or something like that. Or when he's on, you can do number 2s. You know, we did the number 1s. You can do number 2s. Then on the podcast, Straight Out of the Basement, we can maybe go down 3, 4, 5 or something like that.
We got to
figure this out. We'll let people chime in, see what they think.
We got some people chiming in right now. Danny Melito, what's up, Mertz? Good to hear from you, man. Frank Sinatra, definitely number 1. Tony Bennett. No women. We should do a segment, though, with women, too.
Well,
of course, we can't leave out the ladies.
Like the tournament. Just like the tournament, there's a male and there's a female bracket. And absolutely, we will have the female. I mean, we're still trying to figure out the Italian female actresses, Italian American, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's so tough because, as you can see, we can't even figure out freaking 4 people to be number 1.
I know.
You know.
Also, I want to throw a shout out to John Pappas from Guinness Bakery. John
Pappas.
Yeah, good man right there. And thank you, John, for all you do for the D-Man and the No Time for Nonsense guys.
I grew up with John.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I've known him for years and years and years. Him and his brother's family. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Good man, good man.
Yeah, we used to have our hot coffee in Guinness Bakery. They might still have it there. Yeah, we used to sell it there.
Pat's checking in. She's saying Neil Girardo.
Neil Girardo.
That's his name. Is that Pat Benatar's husband?
Girardo, yeah. Neil Girardo. Unbelievable. I mean, I've seen him live twice. He's an amazing songwriter, amazing guitarist. He's everything. Good guitarist. Yeah, there's a lot of, I'll tell you, man, they're fun. When you get into these bracket stuff, you start thinking of so many different things that you forgot that people did. You know, it's like, oh my God, I forgot that song. Oh my God, I forgot that actor or musician or whatever. But we can do comedians too. We can do comedians. There's a lot of Italian comedians, bro. So that could be another thing as well. But yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. Do it at home. Play at home.
Play at home. And that's the other thing too, Carlo. If you get a chance and you're out there browsing the internet, we're probably missing a bunch, and I'm sure we are.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And anybody out there in Facebook land too, if they can think of any and add to any, please hit us up. And I'd like to do this. This is something we should do on Straight Out of the Basement, and we'll combine all the shows, and we'll put out the brackets to everybody, and everybody can pick, and we'll have.
The nice thing is, and we can announce it. Not that I don't know if anybody cares or whatever, but we're changing the format on Straight Out of the Basement. Where we used to have it more of a live show. So it's going to be more of a produced show, produced podcast. So we can really play along with this. Nice cuts. We can do pictures. We can show. I mean, we can have fun with it. So Straight Out of the Basement will be a produced show. And we're looking forward to that. So that's going to change a little bit.
And then what we should tell everybody is, you say produced show, more of a traditional podcast style show that we're going to be putting
just like
out.
You would. Right. Because,
and we're going to have interviews and talk to people and do stuff like this and have some skits and whatnot. So
absolutely. And I think it gives us it gives us more to work with, like you said, with guests coming on and segments and videos. We can actually make it more of a podcast than just a live, another live Facebook live or something. So, which we have plenty of that. We do plenty of that stuff as it is. So that's going to happen. So that'd be fun. That'd be fun to do that. And I'm just looking forward to it. When do you think we'll be up and running?
Well, we're doing some. Well, I should say, and shout out to Todd, man. Todd's killing it.
Todd,
he really is.
Todd's
I don't know what I don't know what I'd do without him, and the D would definitely be gone if it wasn't for Todd. So big ups to Todd. You need that tech guy, and Todd actually has been going down there, and he's rearranging some stuff down there, and we're gonna have a whole different setup and use the green screen a little bit more. It's just gonna be a little bit different. So. We're going to be changing that up really, really soon, and hopefully get in there by the next week or two. So it's definitely happening, and we've got the wheels in motion. So there's a new system that we have now, and I need to learn this new system, and we'll get going.
We'll have fun with it, man. I
can't wait.
I can't. The thing is, I can't wait to leave to do so. I'll tell you, Louis and I started doing videos together, probably 2 weeks now, and it's lit a fire. Because we're together again. We're doing, I don't know if you noticed the other day, we did Fairy Tales and Vino with the Zias. We were both in the same room. We did a Fat Coffee together once already. And now we record videos. So the more things are opening, it's giving us more creative juices again. I know for a long time we talked. I had so many other things you had, and then we had our own personal stuff that we both related to, and we just didn't feel like we were being creative. We didn't want to be creative. And now we're rolling. We're back. We're meeting each other every day, just like we were before. We're working, and hopefully now getting into the podcast, that'll do another surge of creativity. So that helps, man. That helps with everything, especially when we can't go on the road. When we can't do our jobs, pretty much. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, the good
thing is, though, you're creating content and you're keeping it going, and that's the only thing.
That's the only option we have right now. Keep it going with content. This being one of them, the podcast, all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's interesting to see how this goes, and I think we can make some really good content, in the near future. So, hopefully, people watch. Man. And if they're not privy to what we are, check out the Uncle Louie Variety Show website. Check out the social media: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, our website, theunclelouievarietyshow.com. We've been doing this since 2011. So the funny thing is, now that everybody's on Instagram, everybody's on Facebook and all that stuff, YouTube. And there's a lot of Italian humor out there, right? A lot of people doing we're all doing the same stuff. But it's funny now because more people are home watching it. They don't know who's who. They don't know who started what. So now everybody's kind of confusing everybody. Like, oh, I love when you did this video. Like, oh, that's not us. Or, I love when you did that. So we are the only ones that are a dual comedy act. Mm-hmm. There are some in Australia, and why do I say that? We played Australia. We actually had Louis and I had two sold out shows in Australia. But we've been doing this since 2011. The Uncle Louie character. So as we say, we like to be the grandfathers of this thing. We're the old school. So 2011. You can check out the evolution of the Uncle Louie Variety Show on YouTube, because we have the very first video from 2011 on YouTube, and then you can see where it grew. So that's a cool thing where people can actually, we've had people that have been watching us for 9 years, almost a decade. So it's nice. It's crazy to think that when we started that we have fans that are almost a decade old with us. That's nuts. So
longevity is the key, man. It really is. Just keep producing and staying with it.
That's right. And there's so much. A lot of people say, well, why can't you go here? Why can't you go there? Our show, if you haven't seen it, we do so much different things. We actually put out, it's like a 2-hour play. It's a full-on variety show. We do stand-up comedy. We do sketches. We play characters. We sing. We play music. So it's one of a kind. I would love to. I say that it's kind of going back to the old days of variety shows, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, traditional
and then
style.
on top of that, it allows us to be our own individuals too, with our stand-up and stuff like that. So it's not only are we part of a team, but we also have stuff that you can do individually and kind of your own flow and we've been writing a lot, obviously, these last 4 or 5 months, whatever it is. So there's going to be a lot of stand-up that's going to have COVID. a lot of quarantine jokes are going to be out there when comedians start going on the road again. It's just because that's all we've had for the last 4 months, you know. So, but it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to getting the band back together.
Well, you know, with this day and age that we're living in right now, people need to laugh a lot more than they have been. And you are providing those laughs for people. So continue doing that.
Thank you. We will. Have you noticed the first part of the quarantine, we all drank like sailors, and now we're not as bad?
I'm not drinking at all, actually. I haven't had a drink in weeks.
Really?
Yeah. I was a raging lunatic. I should have drove right to Betty Ford.
You went live drunk more than I think I went live. But that was fun though. But I think, you know what it is though? I think at the beginning we thought, man, we're going to be in this for about 2-3 months. So you can drink, gain weight. But now it's closer to the end. Like, wait a minute. I'm actually have to go in public with my fat ass. I better stop drinking. So I think that's what happened. In the beginning, we're like, screw it. No one's going to come over my house anyways. And if I have to walk around with boxers all day, I can do that. But now we actually have to go back to work and see people. I think we got wise. Said, well, we better stop drinking and eating like we're going to have like calories don't count.
Right.
Right.
Calories don't count at like the state fair and shit like that.
Right. Yeah. We were all on like vacation rules for like 4 months. Right. It's like, I'm going to get up and I'm going to have a beer and then I'm going to eat a hot dog and then wash it down with a cake. That's vacation rules. And we were doing that for 4 months. So now we're all dying with diabetes and we're not going to worry about COVID. We're just going to have sugar. Right. As you can see, I'm drinking seltzer water. This would have been a beer 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. The Corona coaster, as I like to refer to it as. There's so many highs and lows and highs and lows, and I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Who knows? We're kind of going up still a little more. I don't know where the hell we are.
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, hey, if they want to give me another month or two to eat and drink, I'll take it. Yeah. I'm not scared. I'll drink and eat for another month.
Right. We want to get back to rock and roll, though, brother. That's all.
No, I know, bro. But trust me. Every day we're sitting around going, "What the hell are we going to be doing?"
For real.
No, I know, man. What does it say? I got kids. You know, the funny thing. Give me it. I got like my kids writing me notes in like crayon and shit. The funny thing is, they're 26 years old. No, I'm kidding. I'm going on a bike ride. How nice. He does it. He does it in a highlighter, so everything looks like this.
And so you got to look at it with sunglasses on.
Right. Oh, I had my glasses on. So yeah, the kids. I feel sorry for the kids too. They have no idea what school is anymore. I mean, it's just whatever. Can't wait to go to school. Yeah. You mean your bedroom? Okay. So you got that going for them. That's going to be, I'm going to have the prom in my backyard. So that's going to be nice. Have the graduation in the living room. So it's so screwed up, man. I lost you, brother.
No, I'm here, man. I'm here. The prom can I be a chaperone at the prom?
Absolutely.
I'll keep distance. I'll wear a nice little tuxedo.
No,
I'll introduce the prom queen. Prom king.
It'll be like the Zias.
That's
They'll be the chaperones. That'd be fun. That's actually a good video for the Zias chaperoning a date.
There you go. You not touch her. You not touch her.
Right. A bunch of slapping and shoes coming across the head. Bam.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
So this is fun. Thank you for having me on.
Carlo, thank you, man. I gotta tell you, man.
Which way we wanted to go with this. I think we went in 15 different directions.
Just to see you today was worth it for me.
I do have to
I gotta say, man, we've only known each other for like a year. And I already feel like we're family, man.
Oh, I know.
So I'm about to send you Christmas cards, and I'm going to get your kids presents for Christmas. I'm not, but that's how I feel.
I'm in. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing.
I'm definitely going to send you a card, though.
I do. Yes, I do have to say, compared to our first podcast we had, I don't know if you remember that, we were drinking. This is a lot smoother. This was a lot smoother, a lot less F words and F bombs. You remember the first one?
That was Todd. Todd's chiming in now.
Todd, you remember the first one? We were like, I don't know what the hell we were talking about, but we kept on drinking. But it was good, man. Oh, our first podcast. Oh yeah, the first podcast where I think Lou drank a whole bottle of whiskey.
Oh, we had fun that night, though. We did. And then we went out on the town.
That was probably still people refer to that podcast. And that's what, a year ago? I don't even know what it was. And they're like, oh my God, when you guys got hammered and ate all the Pozzolis. That's and I gotta get back out. I gotta get back out. Another shout out. I want, if you guys, Utica represented. We got to get back into it. The cannoli challenge, the search of the holy cannoli.
Yep.
I want everybody to go on to Carlo and Lou's cannoli reviews page on Facebook. Utica's on there, I think, 3 times, right?
More, 5. They all got 9s.
Yeah, everybody got 9s. So I can't wait to start that back up. We're gonna have to find some other bakeries in that area that we haven't gone to, or maybe just do some bonus, some different flavor cannolis. But so start that up. Anybody that's watching, if you want to check out some cannolis, again, this is when we could go into bakeries. Nobody get freaked out. This is not happening like yesterday. We have about, my God, there has to be about 12 to 13 videos or more.
There's a bunch.
There might be 20 videos on that page, but check it out. We'll be starting that as soon as we can, obviously, when we can get back in the swing of things. But that's another thing that I miss. I love doing the cannoli reviews. Love them. And they were catching on. We were going in every city. We were doing them in Long Island, Rhode Island, Connecticut. Any place we went, we did a cannoli truck, a food truck that had only cannolis on it. So we have that on there. So check it out. It's Carlo and Lou's Cannoli Reviews. Check out our website, the Uncle Louie Variety Show, YouTube. Check out, and again, if you want to see something totally different, a different project, it's the Wooden Spoon podcast. My brother and myself and my son, and we have fun with that. And that's just shoot the shit kind of thing. We talk about everything, and we do drink on that podcast. There is drinking. Yeah. There's a lot of drinking on that podcast. So.
Nice, brother. Well, Carlo, thanks so much for hanging out with me, man. I got a lot of love for you. I can't wait till we can get straight out of the basement up and rolling again, which will be really, really soon. So check your local listings on that. Yeah. And looking forward to just getting into the same room with you and doing our thing that we do.
Oh, yeah. No, it's always better. When we're in person, it's always a good time. We got some great content coming out. Check out the new video right now. If you love the old school Italian comedy, you don't have to be Italian to enjoy it. Check out our page, and we just love doing it. And I can't wait to get back on the road
soon, very soon.
Yes,
very soon.
Very soon.
Awesome.
And we're trying to get you on the road.
Yeah, man. My bags are packed right now.
Yeah,
my bags are packed.
Honestly, we might just We might just get rid of Tony and put you in there. How's that?
You guys are stupid. As long as I can keep reminding you how stupid you are. Yeah,
right,
as long I just gotta remind you. Yeah.
The thing is this.
I love it.
The thing is, yeah, if you work with us, you have to talk like Tony. That's the only thing.
Shout out to Tony Napoli too, man.
Tony Napoli.
Yeah, shout out to Tony.
That's
we
right.
love him.
Check him
we
out
love
as
him.
well. All right, thank you for having
Carlo,
me.
thanks, man. Also, thank you to EJA Moving Services. Thank you to Utica Coffee. Stop out to Utica Coffee on July 18th at 11 o'clock. We are doing the Wake Up, Shake Up. Get some free coffee from your friends here at the D and Dr. Sheraton Mish. Also, much love to Saranac Brewery and attorney Dave Longaretta. Without our sponsors, this podcast would not be possible. So thank you to all our sponsors. Make sure you go out there and there would be nothing. Make sure you go out there and support all our sponsors. Big shout out to Guinness Bakery too, man. John Pappister, great man. Thank you for all you do for the D. And then I'm out. I'm done for the next couple of days. It's 4th of July. I'm going to go party.
Happy 4th, brother.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th to you, man.
I'll see you at your party that no one knows about.
Yeah.
I will DM you, and we will
DM me.
We will
slide in my DMs.
I'll slide it. Well, you know I'm going to do that. I got some new pics I want to show you. So,
much love, brother. But for sure, man.
Another thing I wanted to talk about, but it's on.
What's that? No, go ahead.
No,
See, real quick.
It's when you said DMs, all this craziness with what's going on with comedy and canceling people, but that's for another day.
We'll definitely do this again, and we got the podcast coming up with Straight Out of the Basement, so that's coming up real soon. And I want to do a one-on-one with Lou before we get Straight Out of the podcast.
I'll let him know tomorrow.
Launched again.
I'll let him know tomorrow.
I'll hit him up too. Also, big love to Todd too. Thank you, Todd, for all that you do, man. Todd, we love you. Yes, we love you, Todd. Thank you, man, for all that you do. And I will see you next week, Monday. See you on Monday. Later.
Happy 4th.